Well, today, June 1st, marks the official start of the 2014 Atlantic hurricane season. The United States National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration Climate Prediction Center is forecasting a near normal or below normal season. According to NOAA, the main driver of this year's outlook is the anticipated development of El Nino this summer, which causes stronger wind shear, which reduces the number and intensity of tropical storms and hurricanes. Meteorologist Greg Thompson joins us live in studio with more details on this year's hurricane season and why residents like you should always be prepared. Good evening, Greg.
Yeah, good evening, Candino, and good evening, everybody. Of course, yeah, you did mention today beginning the first day of the official Atlantic hurricane season. And of course, you mentioned those numbers there. Colorado State, which is Professor Klotzbach and Williams, he actually has the named systems for this year at 9 hurricanes, 3 and major hurricanes up at just about 1. National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, they have a range, 8 to 13 named storms, 3 to 6 of them becoming hurricanes, 1 to 2 becoming a major hurricane. Of course, last night I mentioned the averages for the season are normally around 12 named storms, 6 hurricanes, and 3 of those becoming major hurricanes. Taking a look at reasons why we are expecting such a below or just about average active season. Of course, you mentioned the moderate El Nino. At least the moderate El Nino is starting to take place out there in the Pacific Ocean, and that's a warming of the water in the Pacific Ocean that actually translates into the upper atmosphere and causes a lot of wind shear for these systems, so they don't have time to get their acts going. We also anticipate cooler tropical Atlantic Ocean water, and as I mentioned, the El Nino is going to be a major factor if it actually does get really started, and that's going to mention, as I mentioned, a higher wind shear. Taking a look at where we expect systems to start off in the season, June through the early part of the season, out there in the Gulf of Mexico, just to the south of Cuba into the Western Caribbean, and of course near the Bahamas, we expect systems to be popping up, but we don't see much in terms of any activity there as yet. But we are watching an area that's in the Gulf of Mexico. Very slight chance of that taking place or developing over the next couple of days, but we continue to track that as, of course, today begins the Atlantic hurricane season.